Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Monday evening. And I tell you what, it was a brutally hot afternoon out there, but this is just the beginning of a very hot week of weather here in North Texas. Almost each and every day as we go through your work week, forecasting temperatures at or above 100. There may be some good news, though, as we get into this upcoming weekend. A weak summer cold front may be in the area, maybe a little bit of heat relief. We'll talk about those important details as well coming up here over the next few minutes. But first of all, this would be your Monday evening. Look at this, by 7 p.m. still right around 102, 98, then 95 degrees still by 9 p.m. this evening. So do keep in mind heat safety, yes, even after dark through the early parts of your evening as well. So these were the daytime highs. These could still fluctuate a little bit as the official data comes in, but at least so far at DFW, 105. Over at Alliance Field, over on the Fort Worth side of town, that's a 106. Love Field on the Dallas side of town, 105. Again, look at some of these other readings out in our western and southwestern counties. Again, some locations like Graham pushing 107, even Breckenridge 107. Again, not your heat index value. Those were your air temperature highs as we went through this afternoon. And the way it looks, those are only going to continue to build as we especially get into, well, tomorrow, Tuesday. So excessive heat warnings, they do continue. No real change on this throughout the day. Our western, southwestern counties does include Tarrant and Dallas County here in the Metroplex. Also, heat advisories continue. Regardless, doesn't matter the color. Again, heat safety is paramount, again, as we, go over the next couple of days. So heat index values, again, the heat index right up around 107 today. I think we're going to continue to see the heat index values right around that. Again, here in the Metroplex, anywhere from 107 to 108 to right around 110, and that's going to be in effect all the way through Thursday into Friday. And then I think as we get into the weekend, we'll begin to see some relief even on those heat index numbers as well. But there is active weather in the area right now locally here in North Texas, and well, even here in the Lone Star State. Radar simply put us quiet, right? We've got the heat dome in control of our weather. But again, look just off to the north, up in Oklahoma, severe thunderstorm watch in effect, current ongoing active weather there. You can see even up through parts of the Ozark Plateau active weather. So again, it's in the neighborhood, but again, the bottom line is none of that activity that you're currently seeing on radar is going to be able to slip into North Texas. We're basically dry up until potentially this upcoming weekend, right? That's when we may introduce some low wind rain chances. It's all about this. You can see it's spinning clockwise. This is the summer heat dome. And the thing about it is, as we get into tomorrow, Tuesday, this is going to continue to expand just a little bit further to the east, more so into North Texas. And as that happens, it's going to add a couple degrees onto our air temperatures. And we're going to go from very hot to even more hot as we do get into, well, tomorrow, Tuesday. So all the active weather, again, where is it? It's up and around the area of high pressure, but again, it's well to our north and it's well off to our east. And again, underneath that dome of high pressure, again, simply put, you can see there's really nothing going on. Even as we get into tomorrow, Tuesday, it's a similar story. Where's the active weather? Well off to the north, and again, well off to the northeast. Again, simply put, we are just high and dry. Of course, all of that you're seeing right there, very typical for this time of year. So even as we take a look at the model, again, just kind of running you through the rest of this evening, tonight, and tomorrow, you can see that complex of storms up there in Oklahoma. It still could give at least some cloud cover to our northeastern counties. Overnight tonight, that won't really matter much whatsoever. Outside of that, we're dry. But again, notice it's not just North Texas. It's essentially all of the Lone Star State tonight, even through tomorrow, Tuesday. Simply put, there is really just not much going on. We're all going to remain, again, fairly dry over the next several days. So overnight lows here, again, generally in the 80s. Again, most locations here at or just above 80. In fact, here in the Metroplex, forecasting 82 for an overnight low. Then as we get into tomorrow, look at temperatures jump. Again, that's not a misprint. 107, that is my forecasted high at DFW. 110 over on the Fort Worth side of town. And again, several other locations in our western counties could be pushing 110. Again, air temperature highs, not your heat index values for tomorrow. And then as we get into Tuesday night, more overnight lows in the 80s. And then as we go through Wednesday, very similar story here. Your actual air temperatures right around 105 for most locations. And then going forward, you can see it's essentially steady as she goes. Highs generally at or above 100 over the next several days. There's that possible heat relief for the weekend. Low wind rain chances there as well.